So when you're the serving team, you've got the first choice of having options of how you're going to set this point up. The returners, they're returning serve. We take the serve return kind of out of the equation at the higher levels. Third shot's where it all starts. You get to choose how this point's going to go. Are you going to drop it or are you going to drive it? When I first started playing pickleball 6 years ago, and I used to think of myself as kind of a newer pickleball player, but the way the game has evolved and all the new people coming into the game, I kind of starting to think of myself as an old school pickleball player. But when I came in, it was all about the third shot drop. That's all you were supposed to do. You got to drop it. You got to drop it. And there's still a lot of people who get told that and hear that. And I think the third shot drop's about the hardest shot in the game to perfect. So I actually am perfectly fine with teaching my students, especially until they're 4.0, 4.5 level, to go ahead and drive that third ball. They feel more confident with that shot. If you choose third shot drop and you are hitting 50% of them in the net, or 25, 30% of them too high that people are hurting you with volleys, you're kind of giving away your advantage of having the choice to set up this point. So if driving is better for you, go ahead and do that. And that is the way the game has evolved. A lot of the players are now driving their third shot. But here's where the difference is. If you drive your third shot, that does not mean drive your fifth shot, drive your seventh shot, drive every shot. It doesn't mean you have to be a total banger. It just means you're making that choice on the third ball. If you watch third ball drive, typically, unless the people give you a big pop-up because they couldn't handle it, the next shot's going to be a drop. You want to get to the kitchen line. You're not going to get to the kitchen line if you drive balls from here, because it's going to come back at you really fast. So keep in mind, if you choose third shot drive, you're not going to get as far in. If you choose third shot drop, you give yourself more time to get to the net. Depending on your mobility issues, you still might not make it all the way to the net, or you might, but you're going to get further because you're not taking time away with speed. So let's look at the different options and think about, when should you hit the drive, when should you hit the drop? If I am behind the net, behind the baseline pretty far, I might choose drive from here, but when I say drive, I don't mean 100% power that you think you're going to win the point on. I mean low, smooth ball that's going to get you started moving forward. If I'm nice and I'm balanced and I'm right in here and I feel really good, I'm probably going to hit a drop because I feel like I can really execute that well from here. If I get a short ball and I've already got myself this far up to the kitchen because they hit a short return, I'm going to choose drive. I can still make it to the kitchen line because I'm already partway there. So let's see what choices I have here. Short ball, I'm going to drive that one. So I had a ball that was kind of deep. I didn't try to do much with it. I just tried to get myself started moving forward. Short ball, I'm going to drive that because I'm halfway to the net already. Okay, I was on pretty good balance. I hit a drop. I didn't make it all the way, so I dropped the next one, and then I was there. Short ball, drive it, and I'm there in 2 steps. Balance, I'm going to drop that, and I got pretty much all the way in on the drop. I was well balanced when I hit it. So by hitting a drop on that ball, I got all the way to the kitchen line. It was a backhand. Quiz from last series. What am I going to do if I have to hit a backhand on a third? I'm going to drop it. So that was one where I was pushed back I wasn't on balance well enough to hit a drop. I hit a drive, but it really wasn't like a hard drive like the ones that I hit on these short balls. It was mostly just a lower, smooth ball. Gave me a chance to get part way in, not all the way in. Okay, so there, I chose drive on a deeper ball. I hit a decent drive, but this is as far as I made, because I am not going to be able to get in if I drive it on any ball unless that ball has been returned really short. Okay, so I hit a drop on that one, got all the way to the line. So hopefully from those different shots, you can see that what you choose to do with that third ball is going to have a huge effect on how quickly you get to this line. So just remember that if you hit drive from here, you're going to get there. Don't drop this ball. If you drop this ball, you give them more time. You want to get in and really pressure them on this ball. If you get this ball back here and you drive it, you're probably only going to get to about here. So remember now, you've got to be effective with your fifth shot. And then if you're way back here, again, you can start that drive or drop. You're not going to make it all the way. So be cognizant of what you're creating with what third shot option you choose.